Okay, hi, I'm Sam.
I'm Jordan.
From Kids of 88, and we're currently residing in Albert Park.
Residing?
Well, residing. Well, I think if we did reside, then we'd probably be amongst, the whole, the homeless kind of crowd.
We'd have to choose quite a good tree though.
Yeah.
Lots of foliage.
Yeah, not one that doesn't have a whole lot of spew littered underneath it, probably. So we have been working on our album, Sugarpills, is the title of it. And it's called Sugarpills because Sugarpills are kind of things that seem like there's some really amazing, intense and tough kind of, aesthetic things straight away, but when you actually think about it, they're just actually just full of sugar and full of soft stuff. So we kind of thought that encapsulated us. And so in regards to the album, we've been working on it for the last 12 months.
It's been a long time coming.
18 months, yeah. It's been quite a long time. I mean, some of the songs on there kind of date back to when we first kind of released our first kind of number of pop songs, I guess, kind of like My House and stuff like that. And then the more latter ones are the, I guess, slightly more developed in regards to the kind of, direction and influences that are being a little bit more tastefully used and stuff like that. So it's been quite a journey, I guess, in regards to how the songs have been collated and which ones we have kind of come up with and then kind of gotten rid of and deleted and then reworked and stuff. So it has been quite a weird little thing, and which is, I guess, surprising because we're just kind of usually known for just releasing singles here and there, and then pissing off and not doing anything.
It'll be nice to finally get it out there and get it off our chest, so to speak.
Yeah, very much so.
And let people get it onto their chest.
Exactly. So it can stop ruining my life, and so it can ruin yours. No. We recorded the album in Sandringham / Mount Eden. I guess we've set up our studios there over the last kind of year or so. And so we produced it ourselves, whittling away at it piece by piece, and then it was mixed with the help of James Duncan. So him and I sat in my room with maybe kind of one or two mildly lit lamps for a couple of days and just kind of mixed the hell out of it. And so we're quite happy with it. Apparently there's a song called No Sex in Sandringham. Is that correct? No Sex in Sandringham? Well, I think if we haven't brought the sex to Sandringham, then I think the World Cup is going to be bringing the sex to Sandringham /
one way or another, it's going to be brought.
It's going to be pretty violent, I think. If you think about rugby, it's pretty kind of testosterone-filled sport, so if you can apply that to sex, I think there's going to be some really kind of abused people out there. So bring on World Cup 2011.
Any personal experience of rugby sex?
Rugby sex, not really. I mean, my partner, she's probably the least athletic person I can think of. So I think that helps out in regards to my ACC bill. So I think I'm doing okay so far. But I don't know. What about you?
No,
you're a bit more of a sports household, aren't you?
I'm a bit more sporty, but I'm not quite into the spear tackling sex just yet.
Oh, okay, alright.
I'm working up to it though.
Yeah, we're keeping our ribs,
no bruises just
to produce
yet.
Music and song out of our lungs as opposed to grunts and moans and oi oi ois. Yeah, and that's just the sex part. We've been able to do quite a few remixes. Notably, we were able to do a Kesha remix for a song TikTok, which came about because we were finding ourselves in this boardroom of RCA Records in New York somehow. I don't know how we ended up there. I'm still trying to figure that out. And Kesha, she hadn't really been released. I mean, I think TikTok had just came out in West Coast and been released in East Coast yet. And so we're kind of talking about it, and we just really on the slide just joked about, give us the acapella stems and stuff, and we'll make a remix.
It was 125 BPM.
Yeah,
a nod going.
And they said, oh yeah, totally. And we said, oh crap, now what do we do? So we got the stems jokingly, and then left the record company and said, okay, gosh, now we actually got to make a remix. And no, it was actually fun because we got to kind of inject the same amount of musicality as we do with our own songs into this remix, and worked out really well. She got hold of us via her fantastic email address, iloveboners@yahoo.com, and we had like a bit of a rapport for a little while there. Yeah, but I mean, you would think that then we would somehow be able to try and figure out like a guest appearance on our album or something like that.
It was talked about for a bit.
It was kind of passed around, but I guess maybe they didn't realize how big she would eventually get. So that kind of wouldn't have made sense, and then she featured on our little morsel of music. So yeah, but I don't know, fingers crossed we might be able to feature on hers somewhere along the lines.
You can do some raps and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We have a song called Sugarpills, which is the title of the album, which we mentioned before. And the unfortunate thing was, so we had 11 tracks, and but then we unfortunately weren't able to put Sugarpills on the New Zealand release of the album because it contained an Annie Lennox sample. And it's actually it's a song No More I Love Yous, which is actually a song by a band in the 80s called Lover Speaks. And so we got writer's clearance from Dave Freeman, who wrote that song. And so we thought that if we re-recorded it would be okay, and we used a couple of different kind of voices. We used Fiona McDonald. We recorded her, and her vocals were. I think her vocals kind of suited the song because it was very bittersweet and kind of.
It was quite cute.
Yeah, very much so.
Cute sound.
And then so that kind of gave it a different direction, and then we found out that using the female vocal wasn't, we weren't able to do that, so we had to. Then I used mine, and I said, look, you guys do know that if I sing it, then it's probably going to sound more like Annie Lennox, and it did. So we ended up, the final version of Sugarpills is with Jordan's vocal, so a male, and it totally changes the kind of aesthetic of the song. It's a lot more kind of,
it's quite dark,
more darker and timbre, but the thing is that because it was still slightly iffy in regards to legalities and stuff, we didn't want to hold back the rest of the songs in regards to the release date. We wanted to put the album out August 16th. We wanted all these other songs to have a chance to get to listeners as well, and so if we're able to get the clearance for Sugarpills, then fantastic, it's going to be out there. It's on our MySpace, so as a bootleggish kind of copy you can kind of listen to it at least, but and we play it live, but apart from that, until 19 minutes lets us use the sample, or thereafter, then I don't know, I think that's how it's going to be for a little while.
Come on, Eddie. Yeah. Come on, Eddie, if you're watching.
So to kind of wrap things up, we're like we said, our album is coming out August 16th.
Yep.
Entitled Sugarpills. All available at all major retailers like JB Hi-Fi and Full Stop. And
Marbex as well.
Oh yeah, Marbex. Yep, correct. You can get pre-sales from Marbex, in fact, or pre-sales from the boot of my car, and Sandringham. Yeah, if you can track me down.
He roams the streets quite a lot. So.
Yeah, just kind of like maybe 10 kilometers per hour.
He's a vagabond.
So it's more just like mulling the streets more than actually roaming. But anyway, and we've got quite a few touring plans. We'll be touring with Naked and Famous in October.
Yep.
Fingers crossed the Town Hall is a venue I hear.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's weird.
TBC,
good stuff. Yeah, if we could achieve that, that'd be nice. So some helpful tickets buying for that would make that work.
Yep.
And a few supports in Australia. So yes, we should be really busy and very available for all in the next coming months. And so thank you for watching Cheese on Toast TV.
See you guys.